Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're still waiting on a couple of more people, and we'll just give them 2 minutes. Not even a whole 5 minutes today. We'll just give them 2 minutes, and we'll get started. Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. As they say, New Year, new me. Hard to say me, but New Year. And we're working on getting the slides up. And once we get that up and ready, Um, we'll be starting shortly, just in 1 more minute. If you have questions, you can write them in the chat. We have Taylor here, our communications manager, and she'll be reading out your questions to me. So if any questions come up, please write them in the chat. We will definitely go over them at the end of the webinar. Again, we'll be getting started in 1 minute. Welcome, everyone. All right, let's get started. Good afternoon. My name is Shantae Gray. Let's first start. This is the How to Submit a Successful Scholarship webinar. If you're on here to win a scholarship application, you are in the right place. Today is the right day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Next slide, please. I am Shantae Gray, the moderator for today. I am the senior registrar and event planner here at MMAC. I've been doing the overseeing the scholarship application for the last 6 years. So I am your scholarship guru. I know all things in and out about the scholarship. So ask away while you have my attention, and I can answer any questions along the lines for the scholarship. And of course, if questions can't be answered, we will get you the answers at least by tomorrow. Next. So I want to give you a little overview about what the summit is this year. This year, we are in Seattle, Washington. The date of the conference is April the 19th through the 21st. This year meeting will be centered on research, science, data, and the need to bring science back to the community. Topics addressing improved PrEP uptake, the epidemiology of biomedical HIV prevention, community mobilization and advocacy strategies, translation and implementation research, and much more will be presented. The summit this year is the place for PrEP managers to network and to gain the skills needed to impact the prevention efforts. So again, this year is centered around research, science data, and bringing back science into the community. So it's a little bit different this year. So I just want to let everyone know the summit lineup for this year. Next, please. All right, so let's dive into the scholarships. This is my favorite part of what's offered this year. Again, if you've been with us for a while, we offer two scholarships for the summit. One is option A, which is registration only. If you're with an organization who may have the funding for your flights or you're local and you just need to attend, just need a free registration, this is the scholarship for you. Our local folks is perfect for them. You don't have to travel far. You don't have to stay at the hotel. You can travel back and forth. This is for you. If your organization has a higher budget for meetings and really don't have enough just to cover the full thing, I suggest going with option A. Then we have option B, which includes registration, hotel accommodations, and the round trip flight. And so we will travel you in on April the 18th, and you will leave on April the 20th when the conference is over. Again, this is for people who really don't have funding and they are needing a little bit more help than the option A folks. Again, we have option A, registration only, option B, registration, hotel accommodation, and round trip flight. Next slide, please. So let's go over the scholarship application process. Step one, you want to log on to our website, biomedicalhivsummit.org. Step two, you want to click the apply now at the bottom of the page. Step three, you want to create your account and set up a user profile, filling out the submittable account information. If you already have a submittable account, you do not have to set up another account. Last year we used submittable for our platform, our scholarship platform. If you used it last year, you do not have to fill out the create account again. Your information is already in the system. You would just need to log back into your account. Step four, fill out the entire scholarship questionnaire and make sure you submit the application once finished. Next. So your first step is to create a free submittable account. Submittable works best on Google Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. Please note that Internet Explorer is not supported. Please make sure you're using a supported browser. Again, sometimes people get caught up and they saying it's not going through, it's not taking them to the next step. And most of the time because they're using Internet Explorer. Try not to use that and use one of the ones that does work, Google Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. Next, please. So let's talk about the process. Again, you will log on to www.biomedicalhivsummit.org. Once you get there, you will click on scholarships and you will see this page when you click on there. And it will say apply for a scholarship. Again, it will give you some background of which scholarship you are applying for, whether it's option A or option B. Please know that once you submit your scholarship, you're not able to go back in and switch it over to another scholarship. So make sure when you're submitting it, you're selecting the correct scholarship that you're applying for. Next. Once you get onto the submittable account, which is submittable, I should say, is our scholarship application account. So once you get to this page, you can do one or two things. If you have not had an account with us, you want to definitely sign up. If you do have an account with us, you just want to simply sign in. And that's important to know. But you want to make sure that you put in the email and make sure that you click to sign up. Please note that the email is very important. I know sometimes people use their work email to sign up, and then once they get into the application, they use their personal email. Whatever email you use, I highly, highly, highly suggest using the same email. That way, it's easier if we need to look you up, if we need to find you, if things get lost, we'll know which email that it went to. And again, we use this email throughout the entire process, meaning we want to let you know if you received the scholarship, we need a correct email address. We want to be able to get in contact with you. If something comes up, we need to send you a quick email. All the emails needs to be correct. So I highly, highly suggest making sure that it's the same email that you're using throughout the whole process. Next, please. All right. Until if you could hit a play. So on here is how it look once you get on a scholarship. Again, it's the information about the application. I'm sorry, about the scholarships. it tells you that we will let you know after February 19th if you were awarded a scholarship, our basic information, our demographic data, age range, HIV status, again, picking the right scholarship application. And right here is where you get into the question. And so I highly suggest right here where the question part is that you could copy and paste this. And we'll talk about this when we get to the tips. But if you copy and paste this into a Word document, and then you'll have more time to work on it, to look at it without submitting it. You could also save draft, but I always suggest people to click on it, copy and paste, put in a Word document, and work on it for a while. And we'll get into tips about it and why that's so important. Next. So once you submit everything, please, 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 you have to answer everything with the red asterisk. It will not let you get to this page if you have not done that. Um, Once you know that you've done all that you can do, you will get this success page once you hit submit, which meaning that we have received your application. That means that the reviewers can review your applications, but you want to make sure that you get this screenshot that says success. That means it actually went through. Next email, please. So here's what you will receive once it went through. You will receive a confirmation email, and it will have dear applicant, but it will have your name right there. This confirmation email is kind of important. If you want to log back into your account, it tells you how to log back into your account. It tells you that decisions will be made after February the 19th, because I know y'all going to call me on February the 15th looking for this. So it'll tell you that decisions will not be sent out until after February the 19th. And so it'll give you that information. And also, it will give you a link to go back into your account. So right here, I don't know if you can see it because it is kind of small, but it's a link that you can copy and paste and put into your web browser, and it will actually take you back into your scholarship application. So this is very important. Also, it's important. This email right here that you're looking at, it's the email that we'll be looking at, and it's the email that we'll be contacting you on. And so this is just important to have to make sure if you're wondering what email you use, you'll know to go back and look for your confirmation email, and you can see this. Also, if you have any questions, you could send us emails in the submittable account. I know sometimes people forget about it. They don't see some of the paperwork or anything. You can log back into your account, and we will be corresponding with you inside this account. So it's an email. So if you want to contact me and you can't figure out like where my information is, you can literally send me an email inside your submittable account. Hey, Shantae. It's been after February the 19th, and I have not received anything. Are you able to let me know? And I can respond to you and let you know any updates that I have. So it's important to make sure your submittable account is up to date, emails and everything. Next, please. So let's go over the tips for success because everybody wants a scholarship. Everybody wants to attend. So let's go on about what it looks like for the reviewers, and I can go over a little bit about the process. So usually once after the um, after the close date for the scholarship application, what usually happens is we turn everything over to our reviewers. Our reviewers have 1 week to review. Each application is reviewed 3 times. So you can imagine if we have 240, it's 240 times 3, and that's about how many scholarship applications have to be reviewed. So 3 people set their eyes on your application. It's not just one person, it's just not an in-house thing. And so it's very important to make sure that all 3 of those people are reading your best of the best work. So let's go over some of the tips. You want to fill out the entire scholarship application. Don't miss nothing. I would say demographics are important. Locations are important. Almost everything is important on an application. So don't feel like I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it. It's just they're just asking too much. Fill it out. It's very important for us to have that information. Have a peer or colleague review the application before you apply. And this goes back to, I put it in number 7, but this goes back into copying and pasting this into a Word document. And I actually got this from my colleague yesterday, Allison, going back and pasting this into a Word document. And that way you can send it to someone and have them review it for them. You can say, hey, does this make sense? Um, does it convey what I'm trying to say? So you just want to make sure that you're having the best answers in your scholarship. Again, we get almost 500 applications for the summit, and so it's very competitive. So I want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward. Again, answer all questions in complete sentences and check for grammatical errors. Be yourself. We love heartfelt stories. If you want to tell us how you got into the HIV movement and what PrEP has done for you, or how you got somebody in the community on PrEP and what that looked like for you, those are the type of stories we would love to hear. Give yourself time to consider each question. So start the application now. Like, you need time. You want to make sure it's correct. So go ahead and start that today. Again, do not use abbreviations. Of course, we all know what HIV is, but we might not know what HPV is. We may not know what SEA is. And so sometimes it's best that you write those things out again, so that when the reviewer is looking at it, they can have an understanding without trying to figure out what you're actually trying to say. Again, I already talked about number 7, about copy and paste into a Word document. But number 8 is the one part that is so important. You must complete your scholarship application by January 29th, 2023, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been doing this a long time. I know how so many people call me the day after the deadline and want grace, or they want it to be extended for 1 day, maybe 2 days. Unfortunately, we can't do it. The scholarship application been out since late November, and so it's unfair to everyone else. So if you want this and it means a lot to you, please note that January the 29th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the system, not even me, so you can't even blame me, the system automatically lock. And so that means no one else can get into the system to make any adjustments, to submit anything. So just put that on your calendar. And to be safe, finish it on the 28th. Like, let's be safe. Finish it a day early so you can make sure that you're locked into the system. Next. Again, the scholarship deadline. And I hate to put it in here again, so so nobody won't call me and say, Shanta, you didn't tell us. I am telling you again, January the 29th is the scholarship deadline. Next. All right. So now it's time for questions. I have Taylor, who will be able to answer the questions, to write out the questions for me. Or Taylor, are you available?
Yes, here we are. Sorry,
Oh,
had to unshare the screen first.
no problem.
All right, let me get those to you.
So now we're opening it up for questions. So put your questions in the chat and I will answer your questions for you.
And we have about 37 people on the call, but none of the questions have come through. So, oh, okay, there we go. They're starting to pop up now.
Of
So
course.
your first question, how short or long should the answers to the scholarship questions be? Is there going to be like word counts?
Yeah, so it's a word count for each question. So once you log on, you will see that some of them are 200. I think the most of them are 200 minimum. I'm
Okay.
sorry, 200 maximum. So it would tell you on the application for each question how many words you have to do.
Awesome. Thank you. And our next question, what kind of things are the evaluators looking for in successful applications?
Sure. So they're looking to see how much interest you have in the prep, how long you've been doing prep. Um, they're interested in knowing you as a person, where you located. We also have a one liner in there that I always tell people it's kind of important to say, and it just asks you one sentence about yourself. And that one sentence may can take you on. And so it's like putting just something about yourself that would touch their heart.
Awesome. And if anybody else has any more questions, please go ahead and send it in now. We have a few more seconds. And it looks like that might be, somebody asked, why is someone's HIV status relevant to the scholarship?
No, it's not. Oh, why it's on? It's actually not relevant. We also use this data if you are selected for a scholarship. We also use this data to get funding for scholarships. And so this is how we get more funding. This is how we bring in more people. And then we also want to have a wide selection of people coming.
Okay, how many scholarship winners will there be?
So we don't know at this point. We're still going over the budget.
Okay. And if nobody else has anything, I think that might be it for questions.
Awesome. Awesome. So I want to thank everyone. Susie have her hand up. Susie, if you could
Just
type your question in the box.
okay. Oh, another one popped up from Shelly in the meantime. I think Shelly got here late and wants to know when is the application available. Shelly, the application is available now, and we can follow up with you and get you the links and information so you're able to register.
Yes, and if you go, everything's listed on. So the scholarship application actually opened in November and it closed this January the 29th. So if you want to hop onto our biomedical website and click on scholarships, all the information would be there. Also, this webinar actually will be up on the website if I say tomorrow, maybe Monday. So you can also review this webinar even tomorrow or the earliest Monday.
It's most likely tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow you should be able
Awesome.
to check it out, y'all.
Awesome. And
Um, our, oh, go ahead, Shantae.
I seen one about letters of recommendation. So we are not
Yes.
requesting letters of recommendation this year for this scholarship application.
Okay, yep, there were two questions about that, so thank you for that. Um, okay, this next question says, can someone be blocked and considered a vacationer? And if so, how can it be removed? Is this true or made up? Mm,
I actually have no idea what you mean.
yeah, I'm
I
not quite
don't.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly. I don't. Can someone be blocked? I don't know if we blocked people before. I'm not sure if you're saying block from the webinar, block from the thing. But you can all send me an email and I can answer your question offline. I'm not sure what this means, but I can get you the best answer if you shoot me an email.
Awesome. Oh, can somebody be blocked from the conference? Yeah, I would say follow up with the email as well. They sent a correction. I
Sure.
see
No.
a few hands raised. If you would be able to, I'm not able to put you on the stage at this time to verbalize your response, but if you could put your question or comment in the chat, we'll be able to get your inquiry settled. Okay. Three letters of recommendation questions. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, sorry. The next question is, yeah, somebody asked, is it possible to send this information over email? Yes, this will absolutely be sent as a follow-up over email. Um, all right, is there any more questions from anybody at this point? All right, I think that's it for real this time.
Okay. And so no, we're not able to accept any letters of recommendation. So please do not send them via email to us. Um, we're not able to accept it via email, and then we didn't ask for it in the system. And so usually the system collected and not me collecting it. So just so this time we are not accepting any recommendations.
Okay. Let's
And we're not asking you to list any people, so you don't have to list anyone as well. So we will not be contacting anyone, and no recommendations are needed this year. All right, I think.
Looks like somebody is reviewing the application and maybe seeing some conflicts. Would you be able to follow up with us via
Yes,
email?
yeah. Shoot me an email, and I will follow up. I don't have it like totally in front of me. So I can't let. I don't want to say verbatim what it's saying, but shoot me an email, and I will get to correct information to you. All right, so this is your last chance to ask me any questions. Your scholarship guru. I honestly look forward to seeing you all in Seattle, Washington. Of course, I say this all the time. If it was up to me, I have each and last one of you there. I love people. I love meeting people, and I've met probably half of y'all already. So I wish I could just pick everyone and just everybody just have a big hug. I really can't. So just follow this process and make sure you get your information in. By the 29th. Again, I'm available via email, conferences at mac.org, that's great at nmac.org. Also, if you want to contact me through your scholarship application, I'll be there to answer any questions. And if you have any other questions that I can help you with, any questions that you think about after this call, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I am available. And again, early congratulations because I believe all of y'all can do this. And I look forward to seeing you all in Seattle, Washington. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.